Yo, what's good, EYTBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. This is my breakdown and prediction for Kovalev versus Andre Ward 2, you know what I mean? Good fight, you know. In my opinion, the first fight was a light heavyweight classic, you know what I mean? Took me days back to the fights like Montel Griffith versus James Toney, you know, close encounters like that. Roy Jones versus Tarver, the first fight, you know what I mean? Tight fights, you know. Man, this was a great fight right here, you know what I'm saying? Or Jean Pascal versus B-Hop, the first fight, you know what I mean? Controversial decisions, you know what I mean? Where the fight definitely deserves a rematch, you check it? So, you know, I just finished watching the first fight. You know what I mean? I've watched it numerous times, and we already know the background, the backstory to this particular fight. So there ain't too much to talk about except get into it, break it down, keys to victory. Sergey Kovalev has a vicious right hand. Actually, to me, in my opinion, that's his best weapon of choice. His straight right hand down the pipe, you know what I mean? Follow, you know, set it up with the jab. He has a beautiful 1-2, you know what I mean? You check it, and he usually more often than not, he finds his target, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure Andre Ward knows about that. He got caught in the second round with a vicious right hand. When he was trying to throw his right hand, Sergey Kovalev looks like his right hand even reached a little faster and put this guy's SOG on the canvas. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's one thing I know Andre Ward is very aware of. You know what I'm saying? If he can take away, and that's Andre Ward's what he does best. He likes to take away an opponent's best qualities. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I don't think Sergey Kovalev is a fighter who fights from different angles, can throw punches and bunches from like weird, awkward angles. No, he's, to me, in my opinion, a straight up and down, you know, European style fighter. Up style, you know, a guy who's, you know, a up style type of fighter, you know what I mean? A guy who's, you know, I'm not going to say robotic, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, a stand up straight European style fighter, you know what I mean? Andre Ward, in my opinion, how do you win the fight? To me, in my opinion, is punches from angles, you know what I'm saying? Being awkward in there, you know what I mean? Giving this guy Kovalev different looks that he's not capable of throwing punches or countering when he's in these positions. He'd have to pivot to get out of a dangerous position. And that's what Andre Ward, in my opinion, did best in the second half of the fight, you know what I mean? He did tie up the man Kovalev. He frustrated him. He got on the inside. And he basically made Sergey Kovalev have to reset and have to dictate his range again. You know what I mean? But with the guy like Sir Andre Ward, who's all up in your, you know, he's all up in your area as far as your space. The guy Sergey Kovalev couldn't let them 1-2s go like he wanted to, and I believe that's what Andre Ward will do again. You know what I mean? I've seen videos of Andre Ward. He actually looks strong as shit. You know, his guys look looking chiseled. You know what I mean? And I'm not looking chiseled like, I'm not saying looking chiseled like the man on roids. You know, those people saying stuff like that. Those are excuses they building in already, because they're already afraid of what might be the inevitable. I'm not gonna say for sure it's the inevitable, because, you know, Kovalev, you know what I'm saying, he arguably won the first fight. You know, I had Kovalev winning when I watched it the first time. I had Kovalev winning by 1 point. I watched it numerous other times, you know what I'm saying? And I had Andre Ward winning by 1 point. So basically, in my opinion, real talk, if it wasn't for no knockdown, this fight would be a draw. Straight up and down, it would be a draw, you know what I mean? I think that's what I'd probably have on my scorecard the first initial time. And I wouldn't even have to score it again, because that's what it is, point blank, period, you know what I mean? So if you give Sergey Kovalev the victory by 1 point because of the knockdown, I'm not mad at you, you know what I mean? If you had Andre Ward winning, you know what I'm saying, by 1 point, you know, in my opinion, when I watched it numerous other times, the second half, he came back and closed the distance, and he started winning numerous rounds, you know what I mean? Sergey Kovalev, he doesn't like fighting on the inside, you know? I don't know if John David Jackson and Don Turner, they going to teach this guy to fight on the inside, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not sure, you know. Even the man Sergey Kovalev has brought in some his Russian amateur coaches. Maybe they might, oh, excuse me, there might be a conflict of interest of what they want to do to implement you know, a successful game plan, you know what I mean? You know, but I think Sergey Kovalev, his options are limited as far as how he can get rid of this guy. He has the power. He has the straight up and down 1-2s. He's not really quite a body puncher. He might just occasionally throw jabs, you know, to the pit of the stomach, you know what I mean? But he's not a guy who throws left hooks to the liver like for instance, let's say a guy like Triple G, you know what I mean? That's not basically what the man Kovalev does, you know what I mean? Does Andre Ward throw them left hooks to the liver? Yes, he does. Does he throw left hooks to the head? Yes. Punches in bunches. When he has an opponent hurt or when the guy's pivoting and turning him around, he can throw occasional punches in bunches. But, you know, when I did watch the first fight, and I said it when I watched it this morning and when I watched it the first time and numerous other times, the man Andre Ward's right hand, in my opinion, is not as effective like it used to be. You know what I mean? The man Andre Ward used to have a real nice right hand, but I think over the time, you know, wear and tear, and also having surgery on that right shoulder, might be difficult for him to throw straight punches. You know what I mean? Straight accurate punches like he used to. You check it, and that's why, in my opinion, you know, he has to mix it up. You know what I mean? He got to throw numerous left hooks. You know what I mean? Lead left jabs. You know what I'm saying? Keep his right hand around his chin. You know, the guard while he's throwing that them left jabs, so he doesn't get countered over the top by the man Kovalev. You know, Kovalev, in my opinion, he's gonna try come in. If he feels like he hurts the man Andre Ward, I'm sure he's not gonna leave nothing to chance. He's gonna go in for the kill, because he feels that he did let him off the hook. You know what I mean? Excuse me, but he let him off the hook. But in my opinion, he let him off the hook basically because he gassed out. You know what I mean? The man got tired. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't have in the second half of the fight, he didn't have the endurance that he needed to get rid of a world class elite fighter and the number one pound for pound fighter according to Ring Magazine. He ain't have enough to get him out of there. And that's what this man Sergey Kovalev, if he's worked on his endurance, this fight will be a very close fight. You know what I mean? It'll be a very close fight. It's basically a toss-up fight, 50-50 fight in my opinion, you know, just like the first fight. You know what I mean? Andre Ward, you know, he's been fighting more often ever since he came back from his litigations and, you know, and injuries. You know what I mean? He's fought Sullivan Barrera. Yeah, he fought that other guy. That other guy, man, I can't even remember his name, man. Brand, Alexander Brand. Then he fought Kovalev, you know what I'm saying? Now he's fighting Kovalev again. That's 4 fights in the last two years, you know what I mean? So that's not bad. And also Paul Smith, can't forget about Paul Smith, the guy from England who commentates for Sky Sports. But Andre Ward, in my opinion, he's gonna have to be really strong in this fight to continue. Fuck no, don't start all over, baby boy. Round 13 all over again. Start off from where you finished last time, you know what I mean? Put the pressure on the guy, wear him down to the body, throw punches in from different angles, throw punches in bunches when you can, you know what I'm saying? You know, who has a faster hand speed, man? You know, Sergey Kovalev's 1-2, man. It's pretty fast. It's fast enough to have put this guy, Sir Andre Ward, on the canvas when they both shot that same punch at the same time. Sergey Kovalev's joint reached a little faster, you know what I'm saying? So Sergey Kovalev, when he wants to let his hands go, he can let him go, man, and he can touch up Andre Ward, you know what I mean? But Andre Ward, in my opinion, has to close that distance, man. Make sure this guy doesn't set up his rangefinder. And, you know, Sergey Kovalev likes to fight from a range perspective, you know what I mean? While as Andre Ward could fight you from distance or up close. And, you know, that's where, in my opinion, Andre Ward is the more complete fighter, you know what I mean? I think he even has better defense, and I'm sure he's going to tighten up his defense like he did in the second half of that fight. In my opinion, Sergey Kovalev didn't land no meaningful shots on Andre Ward in the second half of the fight. Nothing where you could say, God damn, whoa, like the first half, you know what I mean? I mean, in the first round of the fight, the man Andre Ward basically got wobbled. He got wobbled with a jab, you know what I mean? And even Bernard Hopkins, he himself said, you know, the man Sergey Kovalev's jab, his lead jab is like a power shot, you know what I mean? So this guy, Andre Ward, got to implement a lot of head movement too, you know what I'm saying? Implement some head movement. You check it, make sure. What the fuck? Nobody trying to see no Jamie Foxx, man.
No pay-per-view.
You check it. Shut up, Lampley. You check it, so, you know, the man got to implement his head movement. You know, he got to be a herky-jerky, slick fighter, man. Frustrate this guy. The same way how Tyson Fury was dancing on the mat. What's his name?